Haxorus has been on a major rise lately, and its rise to UU should come at no surprise. Haxorus has two things going for it, its massive 147th attack stat and its mold breaker ability, an absolute lethal combination that can shred through a team and leave your opponent forfeiting. Mold breaker allows you to break through all abilities and basically ignore them all. Levitate Pokemon, unaware Pokemon like Quagsire, Dalzo, etc., all those abilities are nullified with this ability around. This gives credence to Dragon Dance and setup for this Pokemon, especially against unaware users since they can be quickly shut down. Levitate users like Rotom cannot avoid the inevitable EQ, which is why such a move is extremely good on this Pokemon. Additionally, this Pokemon does get good additional coverage like Iron Head to pair alongside Dragonclaw or Outrage to take care of its weaknesses of Ice and Fairy. Against most of the UU tier, its Dragon type moves are really only stopped by 4 Fairy type Pokemon, with only Tinkaton to really having to worry about with its abundance in the tier. With the moveset like D-Dance, EQ, D-Claw, and Iron Head, it hits for the majority of the tier without worrying about a single thing. While setting up at first can be a bit painful because of the lack of bulk, once it gets going it becomes very hard to stop. There have also been a Sword Stance and Trailblaze set which requires more setup but becomes unbelievably painful as Haxorus becomes a painful wall break to deal with in the end. The only issue is it loses means to counter fairy types with ease, but EQ will still be powerful nevertheless, and it can become more predictable if the opponent can see through it. Additionally, the item Lumberry helps it against Pokemon like Talonflame or Rotom Heat who could counter with a Will-O-Wisp to this thing. Lumberry furthermore can protect against confusion from its monster's outrage and allow it to protect the momentum it can create. It is very similar to Baxcalibur actually and has seen occasional OU play, but because of its a bit more frail not being a pseudo and lacking priority like Baxcalibur as Baxcalibur gets Ice Shard, it does struggle against the higher echelon of the top Pokemon in play. But down in UU, it thrives off the weaker Pokemon and the weaker power creep, and really loves to be behind screens from Grimmsnarl with added hazard support, so it can really have opponents in range of a KO with little to no doubt. Before we continue though, I'd like to announce that we are on the road to 6k subscribers, and we need your help to get there. This channel is really dedicated to making the best Pokemon content out there, and I would really appreciate your guys' support for it to be the best it can. Anyways, back to the video. There are basically two main Terra types that have been a superior choice for this Pokemon, Steel and Fire. Terra Steel allows it to pick up a lot of resistances and avoid its weaknesses, an excellent defensive option that also provides a boost to its Iron Head. This allows Haxorus to avoid the dangerous Fairy Switch for the opponent onto an Outrage and instead counterattack their plans with an Iron Head. It can also avoid Toxic from Grafaiai as well. Terra Fire on the other hand is basically used as a sole defensive option with no offensive play. Terra Fire allows you to avoid those Will-O-Wisp if you do not have a Lumberry and still resist Fairy and Ice. In addition, unlike Steel, it will only have weakness of Water and Ground to mostly worry about, with Rock I guess having to worry about from T-Tar, but not really. Out of the Terra types though, I would definitely say Terra Steel has become the more viable usage option because of its defensive prowess, and its ability to provide a further boost on its Iron Head, which can take out T-Tar and other Fairy users in the metagame pretty easily. Comment down below what you guys think, join the Discord as well, and if you guys want to continue to show additional support, become a channel member as well. Thank you guys for watching.